Hey, good morning, everybody. It's your boy Ichabod Slice, out here to do a little biologizing. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can. I don't really have time to be doing this. I do have another life, you know, where I actually have a job and get paid. Good thing it involves being out in places like this. So yeah, anyway, that's why I'm here. All right, as you can tell, I'm on this roadside somewhere out in the Santa Monica Mountains here in Los Angeles County. As you can tell, you know, there's a lot of traffic that goes by. A lot of bikers over there, and I'm gonna have to shut the fuck up because I don't want neighborhood watch telling on me or anything like that. Okay, he's gone. All right, so the reason I'm here is because I thought this spot was pretty interesting. It's a good example to show. I just thought it was a good example to show, you know, what it's like out here on the fringes of human development, encroaching or intruding upon nice lush native habitat like this. All right, so quick disclaimer. I'm gonna be talking a lot about plants. So if you don't like plants, just skip the video. For those of you who are interested in plants and, you know, ecology and biology and everything like that, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so you got this road cutting through here. So you know that they had to have like a bunch of tractors and equipment and stuff like that. And they pretty much just kind of took out all the vegetation and graded this thing to put this road here. And you can see on the fringes of this road basically the results of the effects of that construction. But in my perspective, it actually looks kind of nice. It's like, I mean, you can tell that it's been affected, but there's still a lot of good native habitat here. And even on the transition zones, you can see like how little of an effect, I guess, that the construction process had. I mean, it still took out a bunch of native habitat, so I mean, you can't really get that back. But as far as other construction projects go, this one looked pretty good, not gonna lie. And one of the reasons why is because of these fringe plants that are found here along this transition road zone. And one of the reasons I say that is because you look at these plants that are on the transition zone of this road being kind of hard, impermeable asphalt, and then going straight to permeable soils that I assume were native soils that were taken from the construction process itself and used to make this kind of berm area. Anyway, we got this plant right here. I'm not seeing any flowers on it. There's more over here. Hold on. I'm still not seeing any flowers. Anyway, this plant right here, you can see it's got these leaves mostly at the bottom of the plant, and then up the plant there's not much leaves, but there's probably some photosynthesis that occurs in these stems. Anyway, this is Eriogonum elongatum in the family Polygonaceae, or the buckwheat family. It's also called I think like long stem buckwheat or something like that. This is a native plant, all right, and it's kind of intruding on the margins of this developed slope right here. And I guess its competitor would be this guy right here. Yeah, this is Hersfeldia Encana in the mustard family, Brassicaceae. This is introduced from Europe, from the Mediterranean region. You can find this all over California. Southern, north, central, it's everywhere. There's a better look at the flowers right there. You get whole entire fields of these, like acres and acres, hectares and hectares of these, just like covering it. You don't see nothing but these yellow flowers. It can be a pretty sight to see, not gonna lie, but I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, to me it's like pretty, like looking at a hooker. All right, here's a picture of Eriogonum elongatum, that buckwheat Polygonaceae I was telling you about. I thought it was stupid if I didn't show you the flower, but here's the flower right here. And yeah, notice how it's growing. Looks like it's kind of like competitive, like structurally, ecologically competitive with the mustard. The brown stuff is the mustard. Yeah, anyway, all right, back to the video. Yeah, and of course you got your ruderal species here that are really used to disturbed conditions that get disturbed. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, me just walking on this is probably disturbing the soil, making it better for plants like this to come back. Judge me however you want, I guess. Anyway, this is in the genus Avena. I'm not really sure how to tell the species. It's either Barbatus or Fatua. I think this is Fatua. Anyway, oh look, you got a little, what is that? Oh, I think that's a native lady beetle, Cocinellidae. I think it's Cocinella elongata or something like that. I can't remember. Cocinellidae though, lady beetle family. Coleoptera. order of beetles. I think that's what it is. It's because it has the elongated elytra. You know, you can't really tell species of lady beetle just based on how many spots they have and the size of the spots and all that stuff. The introduced Chinese lady beetle is incredibly diverse. Go ahead, man. Do your thing. Yeah, that's always nice to see. But I think that was a native lady beetle. Anyway, here we go. Avena fatua / barbatus. Oat family. Wild oat, basically. You can actually eat the oats that come off of this. This one's already dried out. But yeah, this is another species here found on the fringes of this impacted area, kind of moving into this unimpacted area. Let's get to that. All right, dude just drove by and kind of slowed down and looked at me. I said hi to him and everything like that, but I think I might be figured out. I got to get out of this road, to be honest, man. This area is filled with a bunch of, like, you know, Hollywood nutcases and, you know, just, you know, not in my backyard property, but, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I own this whole state. So many bikers going by here. Anyway, all right, so this is Ceanothus spinosus. It's otherwise known as the green bark Ceanothus. I wish it was flowering, but it's out of the flowering season right now. That's why they call it green bark Ceanothus. Anyway, here's the fruits. Kind of like dry fruits right now. And that's how big it can get. This is a nice native plant, man. Like it's got some pretty cool flowers. I wish I could have shown the flowers. But it's a pretty looking plant. It's a nice native plant. If you live in California and you want to plant some native plants, you know, this one might be a good one, especially if you're living out in LA. To bring a lot of birds, a lot of wildlife to your backyard. Might even bring a hawk to go eat your chihuahua. Nah, I'm kidding. Just be responsible with your pets. Just knowing, like, if you live close to nature, you know, that stuff like that's gonna happen. It's not that God hates you or the devil's trying to get you. It's just you're in nature, man. You know? That's what nature does. Didn't God create nature? Maybe that's why you don't understand. Because you don't really know God. Enough of listen, me talk my shit. Anyway, let's get out of this road so I don't cause any more suspicion. We're gonna go down here into this little man-made wash right here. Or not a wash, it's a man-made drainage. You see right here, there's the evidence of the water that's draining out of here. And then overlooking or overhanging the wash is this kind of dried out Phacelia. I forget the name of the species, but I think this is Caterpillar Phacelia. That's the common name. Yeah, it's nice, almost kind of menacing looking, what are those called? Like trichomes or something like that. It's kind of spiky trichomes. If you grab this hard enough, they can stick into your skin, give you little splinters that are annoying. But you know, when it's going off and it's nice and green, it looks pretty. Anyway, this is another native plant. But yeah, moving along this, oh, look we got right here. All right, another evidence of a native plant. I'm showing you a lot of dead things right now. All right, so those are the dehisced fruits of another native plant called the wild cucumber. It's interesting, kind of viney looking plant. Looks a lot like squash, watermelon mixed with grape. Man, why am I describing it when I can't show it to you? So I'm just start talking about it. Anyway, those are the fruits. They kind of look like spiky, you know. So we got a good variety of native and non-native plants that are kind of, you know, encroaching upon this old, I think it used to be a road, but now it serves as a drainage because there's a culvert way down there. But yeah, both groups of plants, native and non-native, that are kind of used to this, I guess it's like, I don't know what you call it, like shifting soil geography or topography, this small landscape right here. And probably because of the influence of both the natural and the introduced, that's why you get this kind of mixed transition zone. It's almost like an ecotone or a zone of ecotone, kind of like the tide pools, kind of like stream banks and lake shores and stuff like that. But this one's just completely on land. I mean, water's involved here, but I think hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. Natural over here, primary, disturbed, and then up on the road, like anthropogenic. Yeah, so some of those plants, you got this, I think this is Italian thistle, Carduus pincocephalus, in the family Asteraceae, which is the sunflower family, and the artichoke family. This one's more related to artichokes than it is to like sunflower seeds. And then we got, again, this Hersfeldia Encana, talked about this earlier, short paw mustard. Then we got this native Encilia that I talked about earlier too. That's another native plant. I guess it might take a little more time for those native plants to compete with these non-natives. Oh, here's another nice native one right here. This is this right here is Keckiela Cordifolia in the Plantagenaceae of the plantain family. See, I mean, a lot of botanists like will agree, I'm sure, that, you know, you see things that you realize are related, but they don't really look related. Like a lot of plantains that I see do not look like this. Okay, quick comparison since I showed you that Heartleaf Keckiella, which is in the family Plantagenaceae. This is another member of the family Plantagenaceae. This is what I'm used to seeing. To me, this is what all Plantagenaceans look like. Right here, this is Plantago lanceolata, or lanceleaf plantago, or lanceleaf plantain. It's an introduced species from Europe. Again, just making itself a nice home here on the roadside. Yep. Again, that's what floats my boat right there. Ain't it pretty? Pretty. Anyway, another nice native plant, kind of growing on, encroaching on this spot right here where you know water runs through. You can normally find this along, you know, stream sides, creek sides and stuff like that. Shaded riparian areas, kind of like this. I wonder if this might count as a sort of a riparian area. Ephemeral riparian. Ooh, look at this. Whoa. Some kind of spider mite colony or something like that. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't have my lens, my bad. What is that? Spider mite colony? Yeah, I think it's a spider mite colony. That's crazy. Oh, and look what we got here. Oh, again, can't show you the flowers because it's done flowering and now it's fruiting. Anyway, I think, yeah, this is Prunus ilicifolia, the holly leaf cherry. That's the common name. Yeah, Prunus ilicifolia, family Rosaceae, the rose family, peach family too, and, you know, cherry family. So yeah, these are the fruits right here. They are not ripe, obviously. I've actually eaten them before. It tastes a little bit like cherry. It's not really anything, you know, flip your lid for when you doing your foraging or whatever. By the way, you know, don't try to forage that much. There's not a lot of native habitat left, so you know, you might want to kind of just leave these on a tree. But anyway, yeah, Prunus ilicifolia, another native plant, doing pretty well here, I guess. All right, one more plant just to talk about because I got to get out of here. This is Toxicodendron diversalobum, famously known as poison oak. Look how much of it there is. All this around here like that. All right, it's another native plant. It's got the chemical compound urushiol, which is known to give pretty nasty rashes on people, including myself. Although I think it only affects like 1/3 of the people. Somebody might want to double check me on that. And I think it's more like an allergy. I don't know if that many people suffer from it. But yeah, it's an infamous plant because it'll give you rashes. You know, people have touched this and then touched their genitals when they go urinate, and they have gotten this rash on their dick. And the doctors wouldn't know what to do with it, so, you know, they give them STD medication. Yeah, see, it pays to know. It pays to know. It pays to know when you go out in nature what nature is around you. Anyway, the infamous poison oak, Toxicodendron diversalobum, Anacardiaceae. Okay, as promised, that was my last plant, and I got to get out of here. I got to continue on with my day, you know, spending it out here in lovely Los Angeles in the summer. Just a quick recap. I mean, we looked at like the fully developed side up and over that berm with that road up here. This is obviously the evidence of development, of construction. And we can see that a lot of introduced species, ruderal species that are used to growing in areas that are known to be disturbed are doing really well here. However, because of the close proximity of this nice, lush, natural, diverse, species-rich native habitat, this has got some influences on it too. However, this might just be, you know, an effect of there being such little human development being the road. I mean, if there was a lot of houses and buildings out here, this would be a much different story. But anyway, that's all the time I got. I hope you enjoyed the episode if you like plants. Again, you know, feel free to call me out on my bullshit if you think I'm bullshitting you. Yep, that'll be it. Remember, keep your decisions scientific. Stay away from all the gimmicks. I'm Ichabod Slice. Peace up, peace out. Learn something.